Hi and a warm welcome to this new video. For most of you, the word en.sigo should be a familiar term by now. If not, you've definitely missed out and should definitely check out all the other videos about it on this channel. It's very important to us to share as much information as possible with you so that in the end no questions are left unanswered. That's why we've picked out the most frequently asked questions about en.sigo, and I'm going to answer them for you one by one now. Question 1. What exactly is the en.sigo? Is it just a recorder? The en.sigo is a newly developed flute from Kunath-Instrumentenbau, which at first glance might look a bit unusual. But it is blown and fingered in the same way as a regular recorder. It is an octave lower than a standard soprano recorder, yet remains just as compact and easy to handle. Question 2. Why does the en.sigo look so different from the recorders used in school? On a standard recorder, the bore is straight, but on the en.sigo it's not because it's folded. That's why the instrument can be built shorter, even though it sounds lower. On the outside, the shape is used for a modern design with an integrated thumb rest and an angled head joint. Question 3. What's the point of this angled mouthpiece anyway? The angled head joint lets you play in a more relaxed and upright posture, which takes the strain off your shoulders and neck. A lot of players find the response to be pleasant this way and feel they have much better control over the airstream. Question 4. Who is en.sigo for? For pros, or rather for beginners? The en.sigo recorder is explicitly aimed at all kinds of players, whether beginners, advanced, returners, or ambitious players. While advanced players, for instance, might prefer the folk-style sound, beginners really benefit from the comfortable finger reach. And a special feature of the en.sigo recorder is also the windway, as its unique shape makes both clear and breathy sounds possible. There will definitely be more videos coming in the future, as they're currently in preparation. Question 5. How does the en.sigo feel in your hand when compared to a normal tenor recorder? The hole spacing is based more on a soprano recorder, which is why it's easy to reach even for smaller hands. Also, thanks to the material and wall thickness, it's quite light, which makes playing for longer much more comfortable. Question 6. Does the en.sigo sound like a typical school recorder? No, it doesn't, because the sound of the en.sigo recorder is much fuller and less shrill. That means the so-called beep is replaced by a warm, sonorous sound. Certain players describe the sound as a mixture of recorder and folk flute, so a bit earthier. Question 7. In which situations would you use the en.sigo? The en.sigo recorder is great for ensemble playing, for pop and folk arrangements, but also for lessons and rehearsals, when you need a carrying yet pleasant sound. Also, the robust and travel-ready material makes it very suitable to take along on trips, if you don't want to take your expensive wooden recorders with you, for example. Question 8. What material is the en.sigo recorder made of? Is it plastic? No, the en.sigo recorder isn't made of plastic, that's what many people think, but it's actually made from resona. Resona is a material developed by Kunath made of small pieces of wood bonded with plant-based binders. And the foot joint of the en.sigo recorder is printed on special 3D printers. The shape is then finished and oiled afterwards to achieve a clean and beautiful sound. Question 9. Can someone who has played the recorder before start on the en.sigo flute right away? Yes, because the fingering and blowing technique follows standard C recorders, meaning existing knowledge can be applied directly. You need a little time to get used to the different design and the airflow, but many report that the switch is very fast. Question 10. Is the en.sigo also suitable for children or for older people? In short, yes it is, because the narrow finger span and the integrated thumb rest help smaller hands and less powerful players manage well. This means younger players can already play in the tenor range, and older players can keep playing the tenor recorder longer while staying physically relaxed with en.sigo. Question 11. Where can you get the en.sigo recorder and which models are already available? en.sigo Tenor has been available on the market since May 2025, and further models like F Alto and F Bass are currently in preparation. The bass will be available from April 2026, and en.sigo ALT will be presented and sold at the Recorder Festival in Bad Kissingen 2026. And question 12, if you had to describe the en.sigo in one sentence, what makes it so special? Well, actually, I think everything about en.sigo is special, whether it's the design or the sound. But to round it off a bit, the en.sigo is a modern recorder with a deep and also warm sound, which, with its new design, is much more comfortable and easier to play than many traditional tenors. It combines the familiar recorder technique with a fresh new design, which simply makes you want to rediscover the instrument for yourself. Okay, everyone, I think we're really not that far away now from calling ourselves en.sigo experts. But there's still one more important final question, and that is, why should you even try the en.sigo recorder anyway? And my answer is pretty clear, because I don't really know why you would even ask that question whatsoever. Because the en.sigo recorder is the first of its kind that's managed to make the sound of otherwise large recorders accessible to almost all people like us. So in my opinion, there's nothing to lose, but only to gain, especially experience, passion, and maybe even a new favorite instrument. That means you'll find the link to the shop in the video description. Feel free to leave a like or a comment. We're really looking forward to your feedback. Feel free to share the video with someone who really needs to see and hear this. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another video. We're really looking forward to your feedback and we'll definitely see you in the next video. Take care.